Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I finally get to get started on installing my solar power. I've got my charge controller, which the solar panels will run to that and then go from that to my battery.
Towards the fire area, towards Wagner.
80 mile an hour winds are coming.
Tahlequah, get ready for the potential for strong damaging winds to be rolling through. Mike Stanley continues to follow that at this hour.
Now I'm not going to be able to get the solar panels installed up on the roof quite yet. I have the flexible panels and there's a specific way that I'm wanting to install those so that I don't have to drill a bunch of holes in my roof. So I've got to get some things ordered for that. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get everything ran. I'm going to get the wires ran, I'm going to get the charge controller installed and get everything hooked up to my battery, and I'll set the solar panels out here in the yard because I'm kind of curious how much power it's actually going to put into my system. Today may not be the perfect day to do this because it's overcast right now, but that'll give me an idea of how much power is going to go into it when it's overcast as well. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we have no rain. But let me get you a little bit closer and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to be doing. Alright, so most of this is going under my bed, so I've had to pull my bed out and take a couple of the slats off. I've got my charge controller, which the solar panels will run to that and then go from that to my battery. I've got some cables. I've got a shutoff switch here, a main shutoff switch that's going to go right here. I should have had that installed a long time ago and just never got to it, so I'm going to install that today. I have a Bluetooth module, and then I have some connectors and some extra wire to run the solar panels up onto the roof. I think I'm going to drill holes right here, right in front of the fan, so that I can eventually connect the solar panels. We're supposed to get some rain overnight tonight and early in the morning, so I'll probably have to wait until tomorrow to drill the holes. But today I want to get everything else done so that I'm ready for that tomorrow. So the first thing that I'm going to do is get this charge controller hooked up to my battery. This stuff has just been sitting in the box for so long. I'm excited to get it out and get it installed. So I need to go get a screwdriver, it looks like, and hopefully you can see this. We've got the PV plus and PV negative. That's where my solar panel wires will run to. And then battery plus and battery negative. These two are what I'm going to work on right now and get it hooked up to my battery. And to do that, it came with these cables. They've got the battery connectors on one end and then the bare wire on the other end. It looks like it may be pretty dark in the camera, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to do the negative side of the battery first. Now, just in case you install one of these, when you loosen up the screw in there, there's this metal piece that comes down. Originally, I was putting the wire underneath that, thinking that's how it needed to go, but it wouldn't tighten down. It needs to be above that metal piece so that it tightens down whenever you tighten the screw. So now I can hook it up to the negative bus bar. But still, potential for some damaging winds along that line as well.
So this line continues to move east towards Shoto, towards the fire area, towards Wagner.
80-mile-an-hour winds are coming.
Over in Tahlequah, get ready for the potential for strong, damaging winds to be rolling through. Mike Scanley continues to follow that at this hour. And so
well, the storms didn't get too bad last night, so that's good. And we got some much needed rain, so that's even better. And today, for the next few days, I think that the rain is gonna hold off. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill the holes for my lines to run my solar panels up on my roof. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not gonna be able to put the solar panels up there permanently yet. I'm still waiting on a couple of things to come in so that I can get that taken care of. But at least I can get the wires ran and get that taken care of. And also, I hooked up my solar panels yesterday, and it was pretty cloudy out, and I was getting about 4 to 8 amps into my system. I think the sun came out a little bit yesterday, and I got up to 12. But with them sitting out in the full sun right now, I think I'm up to 15. Let me double check. A minute ago, it was up to 15. Right now, I'm at pretty much 14 amps coming into my system. It wasn't quite as much as I was hoping. However, I'm brand new to this, so I'm gonna work with them a little bit more to see how high I can get that up. And it's in the later afternoon right now, so that's probably has a factor in it as well. So I'm excited once I get them up on my roof to see how much power these are gonna put into my system. That is it. I am not drilling any more holes in the roof of my van. I hate doing that, and I'll be okay as long as this one doesn't leak. I'm pretty confident in it. I don't think it'll leak, but I still don't like drilling holes in the roof of my van. With my solar panels, I mentioned earlier that I have figured out a way to mount them to the roof without having to drill any more holes. So that's good. They're the flexible panels, so I had to do some thinking on that, but I think I figured it out. I don't have the stuff I need to do that right now, so obviously that's not going to be done in this video, but it's going to be happening soon, and I'm excited. Now that I have the wires ran through the roof and I got them run down through the wall, I can finish the walls and the ceiling, and I know that that's going to make some of you happy. Probably in the next video, that's going to happen. So now I need to get my bed put in, get my bed made. Last night I was not able to sleep in the van because I had everything taken apart. I'm definitely sleeping in the van tonight because it's supposed to get down into the low 60s, upper 50s tonight for lows. And I'm very excited for that because that hardly ever happens in August. I think today it was only in the 80s. It was very nice today. Of course I had to work all day and I didn't get to get out and enjoy it until I got off work. And that's another thing that's made this build a little bit more difficult is I'm not able to get out here and work on this full time, so I would love for my videos to be multiple different things in one video. That's just not realistic for me since I work full time, unfortunately. So I know some people have been able to get their builds knocked out pretty quick. That's not the case for me. I'm pretty proud of the progress I've made since I am working full time. I'm definitely proud of how far I've gotten. But we're pushing a year since I've had the van. Actually, in less than a month, it'll be 1 year since I've gotten the van, which is exciting. But I'm ready to get this build done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my bed put back in here and get it made and start winding down for the night. Okay, so I got my bed made now. So now I'm just gonna kick back, watch some TV, and wind down for the night. But anyway, thank you once again for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next Tuesday. Now, I'm not going to be able to install the solar panels up on the roof quite yet. I have the... Lucy, I'm trying to film over here. Come here. Lucy, come here. I'm trying to film. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Finally, today I'm finally starting start installing my solar power. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I finally get to get started on installing my solar power.